see.
Okay, I think we are live now. Let's
Not
take a
yet.
look. Let's take a look.
I don't think so. I'm still redirecting.
Oh,
Are we live? Oh, yes, we are live. I think so. Hi, hi. I think we can let our members to come in.
Middle.
Okay,
yep. We are live on. Yes,
that's
we are
good.
live.
Wow, it's been a while. Hello, UI community. How are you guys doing? Well, Bo looks very cool today. Bo has a new background.
它就是 Wall Street bet. It's just the Wall Street bet.
Hi, hi, hi. Happy New Year. Well, it's a bit late, 28 days into the new year, but still, we are in the month of January. Okay, how have you guys been doing? How have you guys been doing? Okay, let me just stop the music a bit.
Okay, I think.
How have you guys been doing? How have you guys been doing? Okay. Okay. Let me just- How have you guys been doing? How about people on Facebook? People on Facebook, can you just type hi on Facebook so that we know that you are there? Do we have people on Facebook? This is the first time we open this section to the Telegram users of our Ultimate Investing SG Ultimate users. So if you're on Facebook, say hi. Say hi. Okay. For those people who are in our chat group, okay, for those people who are in our Zoom chat, how are you guys doing? Okay. That's great. Okay, so without much further ado, we're gonna start now. We have got a lot of content to present today. This is the first Q Meet. So Q Meet for us is our quarterly meet, and we do it every 3 months. This is for our community to get together, to know about new updates in the market, to know about more new updates in the UI community, and also for us to actually do a stock hunt. So today, this is the agenda that we'll be doing. Okay, so for the first 10 minutes, we want to do this exercise called a UI goal setting exercise. Okay, it will be led by the trainers, Bo, myself, and Ivan, and also the coaches, Regina, Rachel, and also CS. Okay, then after that, we will be doing a UI market update. Okay, so this is segment will be done by me. I'll talk about 3 sectors, okay? Green tech, fintech, and health tech. Okay, so these 3 sectors, I see a tremendous growth in this area in the year 2021 and beyond. And also, we're going to talk about a little bit about 5G, who will be enabling all these sectors. Okay, so going forward, then we'll say bye-bye to our Telegram public users. Then we'll go into the agenda for our community. So we'll do a UI update. And then after that, the 3 coaches will be sharing with you 3 very interesting companies, okay? 1 each in the green tech, fintech, and also the health tech area. So stay tuned for that. That will be very, very interesting. And the last part is we'll all go together to do a stock hunt. Okay, we do a stock hunt together, okay, for the half an hour to look for opportunities in all these 3 sectors. Okay, if you're excited, can you just type in what H-U-A-T into the chat group? Can you just type in what? Okay, I see Ivy, Brian, Modrin, Kenneth, Li Qiang. Okay, good, very good, very good. So setting goals. So this is not only our activity, okay, it's not only us, the coaches is led by us, but we want every one of you, okay, including those who are on actually Facebook, to actually join us in this activity. So it's a very simple activity. What we're going to do is we're going to set financial goal or a trading goal. Okay, a financial goal or a trading goal that you have for this year. Okay, and remember, for goal setting, okay, there are a few rules for goal setting. Firstly, it needs to be specific, measurable. Okay, we talk about SMART goals, achievable, okay, realistic, and then lastly, timely. You need to have a time frame for it. Okay, so to give you an example, okay, I'm gonna just show you a video by our co-founder Ivan about what is his financial goal for this year.
UI community, this is Ivan here. First of all, I want to wish you a
Okay.
happy new year because this is a new year 2021 and we are coming to almost an end of January. So how's your returns going so far? Yeah, I believe quite a few of our students, right, have been making quite a fair bit of money, especially this month. Yeah, and how do I know? Well, they've been giving me a lot of feedback, giving us Paul Bowen us a lot of feedback about their results. So I think they're really doing pretty well. What about you? How are you doing so far? Right. So now, I want to share with you one of my financial goals for 2021, which is I want to get at least 5 shares, free shares to go into my Infinity Returns portfolio. Oh, what is that, right? You're asking, what is this Infinity Return portfolio? There is a video that's inside our UI community under the units. Go and search for it. And then you can learn what is Infinity Returns portfolio. Okay, so my goal is that. What about your goal? So what are you going to do for 2021? What's your goal, right? You're going to set a goal so that you have a target where you can work towards it. Without a goal, you will never know where you're going. That's right. Make sense? All right. So now, yeah, that's all I have to say. And I really wish all of you awesome 2021 and invest safe. Keep it simple, sensible. Yeah. And that helped you a lot.
Okay. So we have heard Ivan's goal. Can you just type in the chat group, what is Ivan's goal? What is Ivan's goal that he set for himself? Can you just type into the Zoom chat group and on the live Facebook live also? What is the 5 free shares in 2021? So Ivan talked about this thing called free shares. Okay, so in our community, he teaches us how to get free shares. Basically, when it reach 100%, you sell half and then you get back your capital. And what happened is whatever is there, okay, all the gains will be infinity. Okay, so that's what he wants. He wants to have 5 free stocks in 2021 in his infinity portfolio. Okay, so what's going to happen? I'm going to give you just 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Think about what financial or trading goals that you want to set for yourself in 2021. And then after that, we're going to share it with everyone. Okay, so think about your goal. And then after that, you actually hear it from the coaches and also the trainers. So you have about a minute to do this. Okay. Okay, so for those who already have said what you want, can you just type into the chat group? Okay, because what's going to happen is there is a saying, if you share your goal openly, okay, there's a higher chance that you achieve it, because then this is the law of attraction. So share your goals into the chat group, okay, so that we all know. Okay. So Jackson, you have already shared. Okay, thanks. Jackson says that he want to grow, what is that? Grow additional figure. I don't know what you mean, Jackson. Additional figure in my portfolio. How many figures? How many zeros do you want behind? Okay, that's good. And Colin says that his target is 10 months, month on month, compound to about 300 for the year. Okay, good. Thanks, Colin. David says that he want to share he want to grow his portfolio by 3 times. 3 times, okay, this year. Wow. Celine say that he want to double the portfolio. Okay. And okay, Jackson clarified. So he wants He wants to grow his portfolio from 5-figure to 6-figure. That's essentially adding 1 0 behind. That's great. That's great. Thanks for sharing. Li Qiang also want to grow by 2. Okay, I'm sure you'll be very interested to hear from our coaches and also our trainers. What is their goal? Okay, so to kickstart, who would you like to share first? Can you just type into the chat group? Who would you like to hear from? Regina, Rachel, CS, Paul, or Bowen? You already heard Ivan's. I'm going to just stop share for a while here. Who do you want to hear? Who do you want to hear? Who do you want to hear from? Oh, now there's a new ticker symbol called NBW. That's our well-loved trainer called Bowen. Okay, some say Chi, so I saw Bowen and Chi. So Bowen, are you ready to share about your financial or trading goals for the year, Bowen?
All right, yeah, of course. I'll be happy to share. So can I share now?
Yes, please. All waiting.
All right, that's cool, right? So I think everybody is talking about, growing your figures. I'm actually the opposite. I want to actually reduce the figures, but not on the numbers figures, but rather, my figure. I just want to make it a little bit slimmer, a little bit more fitter for 2021. Right, so one of the goals is, of course, fitness. Okay, so you guys have been following me, you know that I've been cycling. Yeah, but somehow, the more I cycle, the rounder I get. I guess that's just the starting phase. So I hope that this thing will actually start coming down in 2021. Right, so that's the first one. And I think very importantly is that 2021 going to continue to hone my skill in terms of investment. So what I'm looking out for is actually more on the consistent returns on a monthly basis. So like what we have always shared, 20 to 30% on a monthly basis for the next 12 months, and I'll be very, very happy with the result. Of course, if let's say the market wants me to make everything within the first month, I'll be happy to take that as well. All right, but other than that, I'm looking for consistency, and of course, to increase the probability of entry of all the trades itself. And ultimately is to grow the community. So I think with the bigger community, there will be more engagement. Everybody will make more money. And of course, our UI bot will be very, very busy because he'll be busy feeding us a lot of exciting trade, and everybody will work together. All right, that's from me, 2021.
Okay, so Bowen is very generous. He don't only share about financial, he share about his health, he share about his what he want to achieve and stuff like that. So he got a lot of goals that he want to achieve, and he has declared it. Okay, he has declared it, and then this will all be achieved by 2021. So well done, Bowen. Okay, the next one we have Cheese, which is a short form for our CS. CS, are you ready to share about your financial or trading or whatever goals you have for 2021?
Yeah, maybe for financial first is that I have managed to improve my portfolio last year by about by more than 100%. So this year I hope I can beat the record for my own. So at the same time, if possible, I'm able to bring a few people along with me. Yeah.
Ooh, who wants to go with CS? You just want to how many percent? Sorry, CS. 100%, is it?
I did 150 last year.
Yeah. So you when you want to bring people is together 150% or?
This year I want to break the 150%. Yeah. So
okay. So what's the target, and who do you want to bring along? Who wants to goes with CS?
Target is about 200. I think.
Okay, so CS want to go for 200% on his portfolio. So who wants to go with CS? Wow, everybody say yes. Okay, CS is a super investor and trader in our community. Okay, thank you, CS. Next, who you want to? I only hear these two persons. I think the rest you're not interested, right? Okay. Huh? Bruno Mars, the daddy. Okay, that's from Selena. Leave me to the last lah. Okay, let's have Rachel and Regina to share what is their goal. Maybe Rachel go first. Rachel.
Okay, very simple, straightforward. Minimum double my portfolio
by
November.
Minimum by November. Wow. Okay, so you can hear the confidence in and the certainty in the voice. So Rachel say double portfolio by November because December she wants to go on holiday. She don't want to work on December. Okay. All the best, Rachel. Okay, Regina, you're next. Regina, what's your goal?
Yes, mine is also very simple. I want to follow CS.
You want to follow CS? Okay, so he bring you 200%.
Yes, just follow him. No, I'm kidding. So my financial goal would be to consistently gain profit from a 20% to 30%, and also by the end of this year, 2 times my trading portfolio.
2 times.
That is what,
Okay.
yes.
Wow. Okay. So everybody is like looking for 2 times. So anything less 200% less than 2 times is like below average for by UI standard. So this is what everybody's expectation. Okay. Okay. Lastly, from me, actually, all the goals you all set, right? All very high. Actually, my goal quite simple. Okay, I'm known as a value investor. I'm not really known as an option trader. I'm not really known as a growth investor and stuff like that. So this year, I just want to give myself one challenge. Okay, I want to have 1,000% in one of my option trades. 1,000%. Okay, so I know that recently some people in our community make a lot. It's more than 1,000%, but I'm quite contented. I just want 1,000% on one of my option trades for 2021. Okay, so I'm also following CS, looking at growth stock, how to look out for breakouts and stuff like that. So this is what, yes, 1,000%. I'll need the black box to also help me. So please help each other in the community. So we're all hot. So everybody has already declared his goal. So we're gonna go for it. Okay, we're gonna go for it. Yes, that's good. So the next portion, okay, I'm gonna share with you basically. Okay, I'm getting too excited. Let me just share screen. I'm going to share with you, next is about this thing called the,
community.
The market outlook for 2021. Okay, this is something which I think that's the reason why I bring in the Telegram group, the UI Ultimate Investing SG group here, because I think this is a thank you for all of them for supporting us so much on the UI day. Okay, so we had a very successful UI day, and we did talk about some stocks by David Kuo. After that, me and Bowen did a follow-up dissecting what David's saying, and some of the stocks. Who bought into Kruger? Who bought into Kruger during that talk? We talked about Kruger, okay, because David Kuo was talking about this thing called consumer staples. Yeah, Kruger, Celine, okay, you are hot. Kruger also went up. Kenneth also, Jackson also, okay. So Bowen himself, okay. Yeah. Except I didn't buy it. I don't know why. Okay. So that was one of the stocks that came out and did quite well. Okay, so today I'm going to share basically my inputs on what I see in the market. Okay, 2020 was a very good year. I mean, in terms of the stock market performance. I mean, COVID wasn't a good thing, but the stock market performance was good. Okay, going to 2021. Okay, it's going to be difficult. But I see 3 growth areas. Okay, I see 3 growth areas that will potentially have opportunities. But I'm not saying that all these companies in this area will make a lot of money. Okay, because be careful, a lot of companies in this area are already quite overvalued. Okay, but remember, I'm looking for my 1,000% as an option. Okay, I'm looking for 1,000% for that. So I'm looking at these three areas: fintech, health tech, and green tech. Okay, so this is the area that I'm looking for: fintech, health tech, and also green tech. Okay, and what is the one that actually comes from behind? You saw this picture. What do you see in this picture? There was a 2 letters coming out. What was that? What was the 2 letters that is coming out? 5G, yes, 5G. And I think why I do this is because I think 5G will be the enabling technology for fintech, health tech, and green tech. Okay, why I say this was because all these tech areas, okay, will need seamless internet connection and speed of communication and stuff like that. And 5G is actually the possibility of it. Yeah. CS saying 5G. Actually, there's quite a lot of 5G experts here, but okay, without much further ado, let's go into the first area that we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the first one is this thing called fintech. Okay, why? Okay, this is a report from UBS. UBS Bank. Okay, and it says that the pandemic actually has triggered a dramatic shift towards contactless and mobile payments and e-commerce. How many of you have actually spent more money on Shopee, Lazada, Q10 and whatever? Please confess. Please say me. If you have spent more money than normal during the COVID times. Well, Daniel, very good. You say your wife. Wow. Yes, I think everyone, including myself, I also have spent. Taobao. Yes, we all spend. because of the lockdown and everything, everybody is moving to e-commerce, okay? And contactless payment and mobile payment is going through the roof, okay? So fintech now actually boasts over 70 unicorns that are startups, okay? But we are not really looking at startups. We are actually looking for companies which are actually more established in this area, but have high growth, okay? And high growth. And one of the possibility for the growth of fintech is actually in this area where customer acquisitions, you know, allowing the fintech companies to actually cross-sell different products and services. And you'll be surprised when I share some of the companies that are actually in this space. You'll be quite surprised when I show you some of the companies that I'm looking at. Okay, so this is the fintech landscape. Okay, fintech landscape is going to grow from 150 billion, if I'm not wrong, in this case, to 500 billion. Yes, but anyway, it's going to be a 3.5 times growth from 2018 to 2030. This is the projection. Okay, and out of this, right? Okay, so if you look at the chart here, okay, they break it into different parts: payment, insurtech, online lending, prop tech, others, and total fintech. Okay, so there's a lot of players, but this is actually the growth rate, the market growth that the research is showing. Okay, so this is the market growth. So which one do you think has the most potential based on the numbers below? Okay, okay, what is the highest growth based on the numbers you saw? What is that? Which area is that? Prop tech, yes, prop tech. So actually, before I do this research, right, I didn't know what's prop tech. Then after I realized that it is property related tech companies. Okay, so after I show you some examples of that. So it has 30% growth, okay, and followed by insurtech. So by the name itself, insurtech means insurance company that goes the tech way. And then of course, payment, we are very familiar, especially those in the UI community, because we actually, I think in last year, okay, we did a special session on the payment ecosystem. If you all still remember this picture, okay, we dissect all these companies and we go through the 5-star checklist, which one is a good company, which is not so good, and stuff like that. Okay, so that part we're not gonna repeat again. We're gonna look at other areas more detail for that. Okay, so these are the companies that I am actually interested in. I'm not saying that all of them are good, but I see there are potentials in this company. Okay, so feel free to take a picture, a snapshot of these slides. Okay, the replay will be on our Facebook Live, and also for those in the UI community, it will be archived as one of our QMeet videos. So in PropTech, I'm looking at 3 companies. One is Zillow. Okay, one is Airbnb. Okay, one of the biggest IPO in the 2020. And then there's this company called Opendoor. So it's sort of like an online viewing, property viewing platform. Okay, and when I start looking at the PropTech industry, I was a bit shocked. There are many players in PropTech. So many that each country, if you Google PropTech, they will show you each slide, right? Maybe 100 companies in Israel, in Switzerland, in UK, in Europe, in US, in Thailand. Everybody's going PropTech. So this is one thing which I am a bit not so comfortable. This market is what I call very fragmented. Okay, it's too fragmented at this moment. So to pick 1 or 2 winners from them, right, is very hard. Okay, so that's why I look at the big boys. Zillow is one of the biggest, and Airbnb. Okay, Airbnb, we all know that they are one of the biggest. Yeah, how do you buy all? Yeah, but we don't have so much money, so we can't really buy all in that sense. Okay, so these are the 3 companies that I think has potential. Later, when we go to Stock Hunt, okay, we will go and find out whether they are good. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is this company called the InsurTech, the Lemonade. How many of you have heard about this company called Lemonade? Not the drink, huh? It's a new InsurTech that is disrupting the insurance company. Okay, Lemonade is one of the very hot company that is now. Yes, the ticker symbol LMND. But I found an equivalent, okay, of that company in China. Okay, this is called Zhong'an Baoxian. Okay, Zhong'an, and they are the equivalent of Lemonade, but they are the Lemonade of China. Okay, think about the population of people in China and the people who are not insured yet in China. You tell me which one has a more growth potential, Lemonade or this Zhong'an? But of course, we always have to actually look at the fundamental of the companies, which we will do later. Okay, so these two companies caught my eye. And then we look at payments. Okay, payments, Square. How many of you heard about Square? Okay, Square is one of the major payment player, and the other one is Stripe. Actually, Ultimate Investing ourselves, we are using Stripe. The only problem is Stripe is currently still a private company. They may be going for listing in 2021, but we don't have the details yet. Okay, but if they are listed, they are going to go on listing. I'll be very interested in this company because Stripe actually has, it actually enables a lot of online merchants like ourselves, okay, to actually do billing for SMEs very easily. Okay, so it does have some, the cost is cheaper than PayPal also. So this is an up and coming company. Okay, for Square, I'm more interested in it because it has a tie-in with Bitcoin transactions and stuff like that. So there is some growth element in there for Square. Okay, next we go to this thing called online lending. Okay, this is something new, and there's this company called Affirm. Okay, Affirm is based in the US, and then there's Afterpay. Okay, Afterpay, which is based in Australia. So what they do is they allow you to break a purchase, okay, into installments. So they are like a money lender in a way. Okay, break it into installments to make it so easy for you. Okay, later we'll see the market share between Affirm and also Afterpay. Okay, and then lastly, there is this sector called the total fintech. Okay, so Green Dot is something that I'm interested. Green Dot is a fintech player since a long time ago, but they also have a banking license. Okay, they also have a banking license. Okay, Visa, as we all know, is one of the most used mode of payment in the world. Okay, so Visa will be a major player also in fintech. Okay, then the last picture that I was showing. So are you familiar with this FANG and BETS? FANG, F-A-A-N-G, and BETS. So these are the biggest tech companies in US and in China. But do you realize that they are all actually going into fintech? Okay, Facebook is going to Libra. Apple has its Apple Pay. Amazon will start something. Netflix, I'm not sure, but Google has Google Pay. Yeah. Green Dot is not the restaurant, not the Singapore restaurant. Green Dot is a US bank. Okay. Okay. And Baidu, I'm not that sure, but I know Alibaba has M Finance and Tencent has WeChat Pay. So all these players are gunning into this pie, this huge pie. Okay, so fintech is gonna be also a very crowded area. Okay, but let's look at some interesting companies from here. Okay, I'll talk about some comparisons between Affirm and Afterpay. Okay, so if you look at the full year 2020 numbers, Affirm record about 6.2 million customers. Okay, but compared to this Afterpay, which is actually an Australian company, it actually has 11.2 million active customer. Okay, and actually about 10 times more merchants, 63K merchants versus 6.5K merchants. Okay, and this is a company based in, started from Australia, but it has actually gone global. So Afterpay is listed on the Australian Stock Exchange, and it's very interesting company. Paying quite close attention. I'm also asking Ivan to help me look at this company called Afterpay. But he's the one who actually told me about this company. Say a lot of people in Australia are actually using this service by Afterpay. Okay, so this, you can see that not all companies based in the US will have the biggest market share. Okay, from this example. Okay, then we're going to talk about Stripe and also Square. Okay, so the main difference between Stripe and Square, okay, is Stripe only offer payment for online businesses, which is what we are using. But Square actually has the advantage, it offers online and physical stores and mobile transaction. Okay, so there are more customers that they can serve. Okay, and Stripe actually offers more third-party integration than Square. So this is why we like Stripe, okay, because they can integrate with different software and stuff like that. Okay, so each has their advantage. You need to understand the company in order to know what is the USP or unique selling point. Okay, and Square is actually a better service for multi-channel retails because they can have online and offline, while Stripe is actually best for online native business. So this is a very quick summary of this about the difference between Square and Stripe. But I think both are actually very promising companies. Okay, I'm going to move very quickly to health tech. Okay, so for health tech, why has health tech actually changed? The pandemic has actually simultaneously increased patient focus on health outcome. Okay, and then there is this thing called telemedicine. Okay, telemedicine or teledoc doctor that is actually increasing, and also health tech is raising, growing, huge growing um, um, sector. Okay, in US and also in the world. So health tech focus. These are just some companies that I've shortlisted. Okay, three main areas: telemedicine, like I mentioned just now, transformation treatments, and lastly, advanced diagnostic. Okay, so there are some companies which are actually quite interesting. Teladoc. Okay, this is a telemedicine company that is also actually having a very good run this year and since last year. Okay, intuitive surgery. Okay, this company do robotic surgery for minimum invasive surgery. Okay, so they do the robots for this. So this company is a bit controversial, but still it is one of the forerunner in terms of robots surgery. Okay, then we have CRISPR. Okay, CRISPR is one of the leader in actually genome editing and stuff like that. Okay, Illumina is also a very prominent company in the genome area. And then there's this company called IsoRay. Actually, I don't know about this company, but later CS, one of our coaches, will actually do a 5-minute in-depth case study on this on IsoRay for the UL community. Okay, but if you look at this chart, you see that actually, right, the US growth is good, but the China growth for telemedicine, okay, is gonna be huge. Okay, so at the moment, I haven't found any companies that I'm familiar with in the China market, but there is huge potential in the China market for this. Okay, but frankly, let me ask you a question. How many of you can understand telemedicine, transformation treatments, and advanced diagnostic? Or do you think this is basically too difficult? Okay, if it's too difficult, you can just type in alien. No need type in TMI. Too much information. Yeah, we've got a doctor here, Victor. Victor is our in-house medical doctor. Okay, but the rest of the people, do you think it's easy for you to understand this area? I myself find it a bit difficult, or should I say very difficult? Okay, not easy. Yeah, how lame, because you have a biological background, biotech background and stuff, right? Okay, so for most people, let's say if we don't have the knowledge, I got a shortcut for you guys. Okay, and actually some of you have actually follow her. Okay, this is so ARK Invest. Okay, ARK Invest, Katie Woods, okay, is one of the hottest fund manager in 2020. Okay, and this is one of the funds that they do, ARK-G, which is ARK Genomic Revolution. And if you look at the companies that they have, Teledoc is here, CRISPR Therapeutics is here, and the rest of the company I have exactly no clue, zero clue of what's going on. But you can see that in ARK Invest, ARK-G, about 8% of the whole portfolio is in Teladoc, and about 3.53% is actually in CRISPR. Okay, so there is quite a number of interests, okay, in this. And then the rest of the companies, later in our stock hunt, we can actually go in and take a look at about this company. But for those people who are like me, right, I will probably, okay, put some money into ARK-G, because I cannot understand all the technology behind all this genomic revolution and stuff. It's just beyond my capability. Okay, okay. The group chat now very excited talking about Katie Woods. Hey, come on, guys, we're talking about stocks. Okay, lastly, I'm gonna go into green tech. Okay, green tech. Green tech is also a very huge area. Why? In 2020 is a watershed year for global climate policy, and now because we have got rid of Donald Trump, well, not me, but the US people have got rid of Donald Trump, and Biden, yes, Biden is in, and he is a supporter of green tech. So green tech companies has actually moved quite a fair bit already, but there are still some opportunities which I think that we can focus on, okay, for this. And with the White House and the Congress now all belonging to the Democrats, so we will have some opportunities in this. Okay, these are the companies that I am looking for. Again, I'm not an expert, but I do some quick research and stuff like that. Based on the UBS research, right? Okay, so it have 4 areas. One is renewables. Okay, so under renewables, there's a power generation, storage, and also grid. And then there's batteries under the auto, household renewables and stuff. And then the hydrogen, which is the fuel cells. Okay, fuel cell is something which I'm not familiar with at all, but I did find some companies which may be interesting. Okay, so firstly, let's start with this company called Brookfield Renewable Partners. They are one of the biggest hydroelectric generating companies in US. Okay, and they actually have quite a lot of hydro dams, 193 of them. Okay, and 11 wind facilities. So they are one of the biggest players. So Brookfield Renewable Partners is one of the companies that I'm looking at. Then in terms of the solar companies, some of you in the community is actually more expert than me, but I think the main players are First Solar, SolarEdge, Enphase, and I think there's another company called Sun. Yeah, so there are quite a lot of them. These companies will be boosted, okay, by the Biden's initiative on green energy. Okay, then of course we have our favorites. When we come to the automobiles, we have NIO and also Tesla. Okay, I think Tesla has been one of the darlings for 2020, but NIO has been doing a very good catch up in terms of growth. So I don't know, we have an in-house expert. CS is an expert on NIO. He make thousands of % on NIO itself. So that one, I'll leave CS to discuss with the community later. And then personally, I'm more interested in this company called BYD. Okay, it's actually a Warren Buffett stock. It was Charlie Munger that actually likes BYD. And why I like it is because they are one of the biggest public transport EVs, the buses and stuff like that. Okay, a lot of the China EVs are actually made by BYD, and they also supply to overseas and places like Africa and stuff like that. Even in Singapore, in Europe, yes. So BYD, you see that they're actually very rare. Yeah, SG buses use BYD. I didn't know that. I thought they have a car only. Yeah. So they are really monopolizing this market. So that could be a big area. So I'm interested in this company. Some of the other companies which are I don't know them so well, but also has a possibility is this company called Plug Power. Okay, so Plug Power actually has hydrogen cell technology. Okay, so Plug possible. Blink is a company that actually does what we call EV recharging stations. Okay, so it's a shared station that can charge different type of EVs. Okay, then we have NextEra Energy. This is one of the biggest renewable company in the US. Okay, so NextEra is also very, very huge. Okay, so they have both the non-renewable and the renewable part. Okay, so this company also has recently be added into the dividend aristocrats. Okay, for 2021. That means that their dividend growth has been doing very, very well. Okay, so this is what NextEra. You'll be surprised that I actually put in this company called GM. Do you know what GM stands for here? Do you all know what GM stands for? What was this logo for GM? It's actually this company called General Motors. Yes, it's General Motors. And why on earth do I say General Motors has a play in the renewable or EVs? Okay, if you go and think about it, right? General Motors, right? If you read out, they are actually investing a lot of money into EVs. They are also investing into this company called Nikola that has fuel cell trucks. Okay, so they are investing in Nikola, and they are mainly, I think they want to have the fuel cell technology. So they are investing in them. Okay, and then they are actually spending a lot of money, okay, on this. So they could be a dark horse running out from the EV industry under GM. Okay, lastly, I'm going to introduce one ETF. This ETF is called LIT, lithium. Okay, but if you check the components in this ETF, it is not the most pure play in terms of lithium. It does have Tesla as part of it. A lot of companies, so do check out the companies inside. But I think this is the closest that you can get to if you want to buy something that is ETF that based on lithium battery technology. Okay, so this is my take on that, on the lithium ETFs. This is what I have. So very interesting. This comes to my last slide, okay, for the update. I know this is a very, very quick update. I just want to give everybody a general direction of where you can start to hunt for stocks in 2021 in these 3 areas. Okay, like I said, 5G is the one that actually brings everything together. Okay, 5G is the enabling technology. 2 stocks here. How many of you own Nokia? How many of you own Nokia in the community? Okay, a lot. Wow, a lot own Nokia. A lot. I think everybody. Yeah, I can tell from the cafe bar chat yesterday. Everybody was so happy chatting about Nokia. Okay, and then there's the other company called Corning. The ticker symbol is GLW. How many of you own GLW? How many own GLW? Corning. Okay, not so much, not so much. But I see that these 2 companies will continue to do well. Corning for its fiber optics, and also to a lesser extent the Gorilla Glass that we are doing for the Apple phones and stuff like that. But Nokia, okay, Nokia has been consolidating the 5G infrastructure area. Okay, so besides Huawei, which is the China side, the other 2 other players in the Europe side is Nokia and actually Ericsson. And based on these 2 companies, I think Nokia has the edge versus Ericsson in terms of 5G. So this is my take. And yes, like everybody, I also bought from Nokia yesterday. Okay, so remember my goal was I want to get 1000%, right? So actually I haven't sold my Nokia options yet. So you can see that currently I'm at 516%, but I'm not sure whether I can reach my 1000% with this stock or with this option. I'm not sure, but let's see. Okay, so this is actually my last slide on this. And sad to say, we have to say bye-bye to our Telegram members. But before we go, maybe let me just do a bit of advertisement for ourselves. Remember, we got 3 more days for our Trend Investing Masterclass. And remember, by 31st of Jan, this is the offer price at 194. After that, it's going to go to 394. Okay, so this is the last 3 days you can enjoy the discount, the $200 discount. So if you need the sign up link, can someone help me type the sign up link into the Zoom, into the Facebook Live, or you all can contact us, okay, on the Facebook messaging. Okay, it's bit.ly/team-sign up. Okay, so this is for our Telegram members. So I have to say bye-bye to you all, and I have to actually end the Facebook Live. So can we, from everyone in the UI community, say bye-bye to our Telegram users and members, and we will see them again soon. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the live stream soon. Bye-bye.